Yeah, today I will be talking about PhD studentship and projects. This will be mainly for those who want to do PhD and for scholarship on PhD position. And today I will be talking mainly on Cardiff University. So, if you are interested in PhD, if you've got a master's degree and you want to do a PhD, then today's video is for you, or you know someone who may want to do a PhD. So stay tuned. But then I've done a lot of scholarship videos in my YouTube channel, which are related to masters and PhD program and even undergraduate students. So if you are someone who wants any of those, you can go down and look up to them. So if you wish to filter it, you can just filter by department, or what course you want to study, or you have a supervisor in mind, the discipline, research group, funding status, and all that. So, but since I don't have anyone in mind, I'm gonna leave it open. And we've got 153 PhD scholarship found in Cardiff University alone. So that means a lot. Definitely, if you whatever course you may want to study, you are most likely to find it. So you can see the die release bearing liners for safety critical structures in aerospace. We've got scholarship in ESRC, WGSSS, studentship in criminology and law. So you can just see the keywords there: criminology and law. This is aerospace engineering. This is internet politics, international relations, and area studies. This is West Graduate School for Social Science. So depending on your course, you can easily look at what will be suitable for you. So I mean, if you are a banker, why do you want to look up to aerospace engineering? It means that's not for you. But if you wish, you can also filter it by let's say department. If you filter it, let's look for one of the department that has a lot of opportunity. Let's see, we've got a lot in chemistry, we've got a lot in computer science and information. So I think those are the two leading. Okay, physics and astronomy is most likely to be leading, so I'll go for that. So we can just have a lot of samples to look up to. Yeah, so now you can see different opportunities for PhD in physics and astronomy. And let's just look at one of them and heat it up. Let's heat up this quantum limited holographic sensing of nanoparticles in plasma, CVD of quantum devices. So if I heat this up, it's gonna give me information about this scholarship, and it will tell me everything you need to know on how you can apply for this scholarship. So now let's look at it and see. Yeah, so this is the details. I don't really want to go through all of this, but how to apply. Applicants should apply to the Doctor of Philosophy in Physics and Astronomy with a start date of January 2025. Applicants should submit an application for postgraduate study via the Cardiff University webpage, which is here. Okay. And you need to include your CV, your academic CV, not your regular CV. This CV would be an academic CV. You can look up the template on Google to see what an academic CV looks like. Then your degree certificate and transcript to date, including certificates, certified translation, if these are not in English. But if it's in English, I mean, you don't need to do this, okay? Then a personal statement or covering letter, which will state why you want to offer this degree, your backgrounds and your potentials and the things you think that you're going to do to help the supervisor achieve his research goals. So then once you've done that, you will be needing two reference, okay? Applicant recommended to have a third academic reference if the two academic reference are within the same department. So if it's within the same department, then you may have to get a third reference, okay? Yeah, and your reference can be emailed by the referee to the email which is shown there. Yeah, and we are, we did not contact referees already by for reference for each applicant due to the volume of application. So they're not gonna contact the referees directly, so you have to do a follow up. Okay. Then candidate who wants to get this scholarship will need to gain a first class degree or a good 2-1 degree or its equivalent in physics, engineering, or a related subject. So either you're a graduate of physics or engineering or some other applied sciences which are related to this, okay? Maybe geophysics, stuffs like that. Yeah. So an applicant whose first language is not English language are normally expected to meet the minimum English language requirement of IELTS 6.5, overall 5.5 minimum in scores, which is, I think, one of the least you can ever get, especially for a PhD program. So that looks cool. And in the research proposal section of your application, please specify the project title and supervisors of this project and copy the project description in the text box provided, which means you need to contact your supervisor. Some people come up with the idea that it's quite difficult to get supervisors' response. Yes, mostly it's true, but try to write at least 3 to 4, 5 supervisors, and if you do this, then that will be fine. Just what you need to do is the same letter, you just change their names. If you wish to change a few details, that's fine. Otherwise, with the same detail, you can also send them all to them. If you send it, then that will be one of them will most likely contact you. One of the reasons why you don't get feedback is that some supervisors get a lot of messages, from students who wish to do a PhD, and some other supervisors look at what you've put down. It doesn't really match what they want from you or what they want for their project, so it's not gonna work. So it is important for you to read the supervisor's project works, research works, and see what he has done in the past and what he's doing in the future. And based on that, you try to coin your letter to meet his requirement. So once he finds it, it's gonna be like, wow, this is the guy I need, and he start giving you attention. Discussing further on how he can reach out to you and how you can join him on this very proposal. He's gonna check out a few things about your strength and weaknesses, and he will decide whether to pursue or sponsor your admission. Yeah, so that is it. Now, eligibility criteria, these studentship are available to home and international students. So it doesn't really matter if you're from international community or from home community. So international students will not be charged the fee difference between the UK and international rate. Applicants should certify the UKRI eligibility requirement. For more information or if there are any questions, reapplication process, please contact Physics and Astronomy PGR Student Support Team at this email, which is provided here. And just some information about the funding. The studentship funding by the EPASRC is for 3.5 years, and it covers tuition fee and annual tax-free living stipends of in line with UKRI minimum rate of £19,237. This is what you're gonna receive as stipend and includes access to research training support grant, which is currently at £4,000. If you have a disability, you may be entitled to a disabled student allowance, which is on top of your studentship, an additional fund, and EPSRC DTP studentship are available to home and international students. So that is a great one, right? Yeah, so those are information you need. So once you think you meet eligibility criteria, the next thing you need to do is to hit up apply online. When you hit up apply online, it's gonna take you to this tab, and there you can go through it to just see that everything is fine, and you can see the academic contacts, Dr. Matthew W.S. Smith. If you want to write him to get more information about this course, you can write him and discuss further on it, probably in aspect of getting help to find a supervisor and all that. And once you've done that, so next thing you're gonna do is here, to apply, you go to qualification, you say Doctor of Philosophy. Of course, if you are going for masters, you can hit up here. Mode of study, you can say full time, and say start date is January. You can hit up apply now, and the application, it's gonna take you to application tab where you need to create your account if you're a new user. But if you already created, you just log in and you start up filling up the forms, finish up, And you know, the beautiful thing is that you can actually submit this without paying an application fee because application is free. So this is the good news. So you can also go back to other courses. You know, I've just used physics and astronomy, so I can actually hit up to see engineering and what I've got in engineering. Can I see? Did I say anything in engineering? I'm not too sure. I found something in engineering earlier, but oh, okay, yeah. There are stuffs in engineering like this training compound semiconductor manufacturing, biomedical doctorate training partnership, and all that. So, but let me just have a look at the first one, which is yeah. I think I need to remove the filter. I was interested in. Let me just go back and see. Yeah, what's up? Okay, I think there's the first page. Okay, let's see if we can get all right. Yeah. So let's get all. And let me just go to die release bearing liner for safety criteria and let's see what they've got. I'm not gonna go through all of them again. You see, it's 3.5 years starting from January and February. So you're gonna be able to start in January in not February, January or April. Yeah. January or April 2025. Um, yeah, so let's just see some details about the funding. So this does not have very good funding. Yeah, so we want something that has good funding. So let me try this and check out this also. Yeah, let's see the funding for this. Yeah, this has a funding of about 18,622. Okay, and some other benefits. So you see, each of these have different opportunity. But then you're not gonna just take anything, right? You have to take what concerns you. Let's look at improving bruise evidence across variation in skin tone using artificial intelligence. This sounds good. uh, sounds good. And let's just see what it looks like the funding. Okay, they've not just put in details about the funding, but I think it's gonna be good. You know, the NSPCC estimated that 51,510 in the UK were at risk of physical abuse in 2023. Okay, so that's just giving you the details that will help you to coin in your proposals and stuff like that. So, guys, this is about the scholarship. Also, know that while I've talked about PhD, master's degree programs, students can also apply for this, and the fundings are all there for you. Okay, so once you do this, you'll be able to obtain funding from this school. They got a lot of funding for master scholarship, for PhD scholarship, and all that. Okay, so guys, I wish you the best of luck as you explore Cardiff University, and I implore you to look up to my other videos. So, guys, see you in my next video. Cheers.